Your compliance team has just said you can't use help desk software or AI in the public cloud. Now what? Fortunately, you've got options. Here's a quick rundown of 4 alternative hosting choices for support teams with strict compliance requirements. A virtual private cloud, or VPC, is a logically isolated environment hosted within a public cloud. Think of it as your own private slice of the cloud. It's lower cost and typically faster to deploy than fully private options, and VPCs are available around the world. You control where your data is stored and who has access, and many of the major cloud providers offer private connectivity to their AI services using company-approved encryption. A few caveats. VPCs give you logical isolation only. You don't get your own dedicated infrastructure, which can be a problem in industries with very strict compliance requirements. The cloud provider still maintains control of the infrastructure, which can also conflict with data sovereignty requirements in some regions. And even with private connectivity, data still has to be unencrypted when it's processed by AI, which is a potential security risk some organizations won't take. For organizations most concerned with data residency, sovereign clouds are a strong alternative. Sovereign clouds are typically owned by regional cloud providers and are run in data centers located and operated by personnel in specific countries or regions. Or they might be owned by a major cloud provider but designed to prevent foreign jurisdictional reach. This model is designed to keep data within the sovereign cloud's region so organizations can meet data residency standards while benefiting from the innovation and managed services of the cloud provider. Many sovereign cloud providers today also offer access to a full range of AI models. Keep in mind that sovereign clouds aren't available in every region, and when they are, you risk being dependent on a regional provider's AI and software ecosystems, which may be less mature than a major cloud provider's. AI processing may also occur outside the sovereign boundary, depending on what models are being used. Another option is a private cloud that gives your organization its own isolated environment and hardware within your geographic area. This is usually offered by a colocation service or other regional hosting provider. This option lets you tailor your cloud usage to your compliance requirements by choosing where you physically store your data and keeping your data physically separate from other cloud customers. And as long as the vendor is based in your region, it ensures your data is subject to local laws only. The main trade-offs are that it may be more difficult to scale than a VPC or sovereign cloud because of limited regional server capacity, and regional providers have less budget for infrastructure investment than the major cloud providers. This also means AI service offerings may be more limited. If your organization already has its own data center, there's another deployment option, on-premise. This is the path that gives you the most data control because your organization owns and operates the infrastructure. This is often the deployment path that organizations with the strictest compliance requirements use. It lets you run your most sensitive workloads in your own environment, with access to external networks strictly controlled. You also have the flexibility to connect private AI models that your organization has vetted and approved. Of course, this will likely only be your deployment path if your organization has already invested heavily in its own data center and IT resources due to the upfront cost and complexity. If you're a support team leader weighing your private deployment options, we're here to help. Most support software is public cloud only. DeskPro gives you the flexibility to choose the deployment model that meets your security, compliance, and governance requirements. Let us show you how DeskPro Private brings support under your control.